Welcome to MCom 320. I'm Professor Pack, and I'm going to be your instructor for the course. And I'm sure you've heard that MCom 320 is hard, and that actually can be true. But I want you to know that if you put in the time and effort, you will be learning things that you will use for the rest of your life. Now, I wish we could all meet in person, but fortunately, there's lots of ways to communicate, and we're going to be exploring those in this class. So first, a little bit about me. I live in Pleasant Grove. I began my career in molecular biology, studying epilepsy, and then I went on to raise a family of 5 kids, and they were all born within 6.5 years. Well, now they're all grown, and my husband and I are an empty nester. I got my master's degree in public administration at BYU, and currently I work as a freelance editor and writer, and I write video scripts for the YouTube channel Messages of Christ under bookofmormoncentral.org. I'm known on the internet as a certain Englishman's wife, and I have a blog where I share stories about my family history and just life in general, and particularly my thoughts on the scriptures and the Come Follow Me lessons. I work hard to make this online class just as enriching and fulfilling as if we were all together in a classroom. My philosophy is that we all learn from each other. I shouldn't be the only one dispensing information. So please take advantage of communicating with each other so that we can all help each other learn. And I want you to remember that your tuition isn't just paying for an education, it's also paying for a network that you will be using for years to come. I want you to think about the story of the brother of Jared, especially in Ether in chapters 2 and 3. So brother of Jared is given 2 tasks. First, he needs to find air, and then he needs to find light to put into the boats. Now, to get the air, God tells him exactly what to do, and the brother Jared follows those instructions perfectly. But when it comes to finding the light, he's only given just a couple constraints, and he's expected to solve the problem on his own. So he can't use windows, he can't use fire, but he can be creative in figuring out a way to get the light. I want you to know that in this class, there will be times where you will have an assignment that's like air. You're going to be told exactly what to do, and you will get rewarded for doing it exactly the way that you should. But most of the time, the assignments are going to be about light. And I will provide a few constraints, but I expect you to be creative and to come up with these solutions on your own. I want you to gather light, and I want you to know that I'm here to help you gather as much light as you can. So I want to offer you a few tips to help you gather light. The first tip is to read the weekly announcements. Every Saturday morning, I'm going to be sending out through Canvas, and it should arrive in your email, a weekly announcement. This is going to give you a heads up on what's going on for the week and just some things to look out for. The second tip is I want you to meet with me whenever you need help. I hope you feel comfortable coming to me with your questions and with your concerns, or just if you need to talk. Now, being a freelance writer, I'm super busy. I have lots of projects going on, but the good news is I can be quite flexible with my time. So all I need you to do is just email me 3 times when you're free to meet, and I'm going to do my best to make one of those work. And I want you to know that I'm a night owl. I stay up late, so if you need to meet with me in the evenings, that's definitely on the table. So tip number 3 is the best way to use Canvas is by using the module view. So be sure to check out the navigation video. It's going to show you how to set up your notifications, how to get yourself around Canvas, and particularly the benefits of the module view. It really is set up week by week, so you always know what's going on, you always know what's due. And so my tip is really the best thing you can do is bookmark the module view for this course. Tip number 4 is to take advantage of Slack. We have set up a Slack workspace that really kind of serves as like that classroom. I want you to imagine what it's like when you go to class and you visit and you talk and you chatter a little bit before class begins, or maybe there's some downtime where you can turn to another classmate and just talk about your day or get to know each other. That's what Slack is for. Now, Slack is a tool that's used in the workplace, so it really is beneficial for you to become comfortable with it. But we've set up a few channels to make it fun, and hopefully you can just get to know each other and have a really great time. But it's also a really great place to ask questions because everybody's going to see the answer, and I'm usually pretty responsive on Slack as I have my phone with me almost all the time. Be sure to check out the navigation video on how to use Slack. If you're new to taking an online class, don't worry, we're here to help. We want you to be successful. But I think you're going to find that taking an online class actually has some advantages. So you get to stay in your pajamas, you don't have to fight traffic, you don't have to find a parking spot, and you can pause the video. You can grab something to eat or talk to a roommate or even come back to it a couple hours later. I'll never know. Since most of my videos are filmed on Loom, you get to watch me at a faster speed. I want you to know that even though this is an online class, I'm confident that we can still get to know each other and develop relationships with each other throughout the semester. I'm really looking forward to getting to know you, so be sure to watch the 2 navigation videos and let's get started.